You can be in a relationship and still feel deeply alone. Not the kind of loneliness that comes from being single, but the quiet one. The one that sits next to you on the couch, sleeps next to you at night, texts you every day, and still doesn't really see you. This kind of loneliness is confusing because you're not supposed to feel it. You tell yourself, I shouldn't complain. I have someone. Others have it worse. So you stay quiet. You minimize it. You learn to live with it. But it doesn't go away. It just becomes heavier. Loneliness is often described as the absence of people, but that's not true. The deepest loneliness comes from the absence of connection. You can share a life with someone and still feel emotionally untouched. You talk, but you don't feel heard. You share, but you don't feel understood. You exist together, but separately, and that hurts more than being alone, because when you're single, loneliness makes sense. When you're in a relationship, it feels like something is wrong with you. So you start asking yourself questions like, why do I still feel empty? Why do I feel unseen? Why do I feel like I'm too much or not enough? And slowly, quietly, you begin to doubt yourself. Someone can be present physically and completely absent emotionally. They can sit next to you while being mentally somewhere else. They can say, I love you, without really listening when you speak. They can touch you without actually connecting with you. And over time, you feel it. You feel that your emotions don't land anywhere, that your words disappear instead of arriving. So you stop sharing fully. You shorten your stories. You soften your feelings. You stop explaining yourself, not because you don't care, but because you're tired of feeling alone in the act of sharing. One of the most painful experiences in a relationship is feeling emotionally invisible, not ignored, not abandoned, just unseen. Your partner knows what you like to eat, knows your schedule, knows your routines, but doesn't really know you, doesn't notice when something changes in your tone, doesn't ask deeper questions, doesn't pause long enough to feel you, and slowly invisibility becomes your normal. You stop expecting to be noticed, you stop hoping to be met, and that's when loneliness settles in permanently. Most people don't talk about this kind of loneliness because it feels selfish. You think, they're not abusive, they're not unkind, they didn't do anything wrong. And that's the problem, because loneliness doesn't always come from harm. Sometimes it comes from misalignment. Two people can care deeply and still not connect emotionally. Two people can love each other and still not feel safe being fully themselves together. And no one teaches us how to grieve that. Sometimes what keeps you in the relationship is not love, it's attachment. The fear of being alone, the fear of starting over, the fear of losing familiarity. So you stay. You tell yourself it's fine, that this is just how relationships are, but deep down, you feel it. You're surviving emotionally, not connecting. You're maintaining, not sharing. You're existing, not being known. One of the strangest feelings is missing someone who is right in front of you. You miss how it used to feel, or how you hoped it would feel. You miss the version of yourself that felt seen, valued, emotionally alive. And sometimes you don't even miss them. You miss you. Feeling lonely in a relationship does not mean you failed. It doesn't mean you chose wrong. It doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. It means You need emotional resonance, not just companionship, and that need is valid. Instead of rushing to fix it, sit with these questions. Do I feel safe being emotionally honest here? Do I feel heard without having to explain myself repeatedly? Do I feel like my inner world matters? Not to judge, not to decide immediately, just to notice. You are not asking for too much. You are asking to be seen. And that is not a flaw. It is a need. Some relationships grow when this is acknowledged. Others reveal their limits. Both outcomes are information, not failure. And if you feel lonely right now, even while being loved, you're not alone in that feeling. You never were.